What can I get you?
Alcohol.
It's funny you should say that. I was thinking about the origins of alcohol itself today and some of the common well spirits. I thought I'd talk to you about it, if you don't mind. The word alcohol actually comes from an Arabic word that means eyeshadow, alcohol, and means something that was made through rectification. They would compound it and make carbon and make eye makeup out of it. But it got into the French language because it was using the same kind of equipment that they brought back from the Crusades. And in the 1500s, this guy, Theophrastus Bombastus Paracelsus Hohenheim, or von Hohenheim, he took the name Paracelsus to mean he was bigger than Celsus, who was a famous Greek physician. And that's kind of like naming yourself like bigger than Elvis for your name, right? So Paracelsus and the Paracelsians. But he codified the use of that word to mean alcohol, and we still use it today. He also believed in a very interesting thing, medieval logic being syllogistic, right? That's where you get like the ontological argument for the existence of God, right? I can think of a perfect slice of pizza. Somewhere there's an even more perfect and absolute slice of pizza, and that best pizza in the world is God, right? And so, following that kind of logic, they believed in the azoth, which was the perfect form of mercury, right, which would be mutable, and they believed in the alkahest. The alkahest was supposed to be a universal solvent, and it would dissolve anything to its pure elements. And alcohol also was sort of an attempt towards the alkahest for alchemists. Alchemist means science of Egypt, of chem. Anyway, so the alkahest was supposed to dissolve anything, and so there was a real problem. They spent a lot of time kind of figuring out what kind of container you could put it in that it wouldn't dissolve. So a perfect solvent that you couldn't put in anything. But some people decided it wouldn't dissolve pure elements, and you could keep it in pure lead or pure gold or something like that, as long as it was 100% pure. Not that important. But alcohol from a guy who carried a sword with the name of a demon on the crystal pommel and was working on creating the universal solvent. In English, anyway. Now, vodka. Good old vodka. Vodka is a Russian word for its affectionate diminutive of water. So, wod is water. It sounds a lot more like water when you say it in Russian, vodka. And basically, it means like that sweet little water that I like, Gin comes from Jenever in Dutch, which means juniper, particularly around the city of Geneva. It was an alternate form of juniperus in Latin. The fun thing about gin is that it was supposed to be medicine for scurvy, and was, I believe, created by a Dr. Funk. So you can't go wrong with a Dr. Funk. Rum is fun because we're not exactly sure where the origins of the word come from, but the most common consensus is rum bouillon, which was another drink that had sugarcane and stuff in it. It also may be connected to words like rumbustion and other things which were cocktails, but also meant like a ruckus or a fight. Mezcal comes from Spanish and means basically boiled cactus. Tequila is just the name of a town, just like bourbon is just the name of a region. But whiskey is fun. Whiskey comes from the Gaelic wuskaba, which means water of life as well. Lots of the names of things actually mean water of life. Aquavita, of course, water, they all are meant to be that, again, alkahest, that spiritus, which means breath in Latin, the essence of the thing, right? The water of life that they were searching for alchemically. I think that's all your basic well spirits. And I think that the best place to stop here is with the origins of the word cocktail itself, which are disputed in history, but I have a couple of favorite ones. Some say it's from a kind of cup that was used in France for medicinal things called a coquetot. Others say that it is meant because it is elaborately garnished like the tail of a rooster and would be elegant. But my personal favorite is that in horse racing, it was common practice to take a sort of slow horse and shove a peeled root of horseradish up the horse's ass to make it cock its tail when you tried to sell it, and that the cocktail was meant to serve the same purpose in your day to get you started. So I think that's where I'll leave it for now.
Thanks so much, Jake.